Shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. You got to do it again today.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Mateer. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at...
Caught, and he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names he just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. He wants to go deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's Harris.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking a shot.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it down on the right side. Open spaces. Touchdown Sooners. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Here's Arch to throw. Under fire. Makes the catch on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll give it to Brown. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. First down, right back to Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
A give to Brown. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up with it.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the 3 of us, because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a XXL. We know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Batir. Release to the back. It's complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The run inside. It's Robinson. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Here's a give to Robinson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Batir. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Arch Madness. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Arch is going to throw for it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Manning from the gun on third down. Hauls it in. At the 45 on its way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Manning. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Carr's going to spin it again. Fires to the middle. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Here's Manning to throw. Got his man downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Third down from the gun, Manning. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, Manning. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. To the air. It's Manning. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. A shot toward the end zone, and it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa taking on the number 23 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Hawkeyes, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And I guess the way to say it is the team gets off the schneid. They're 1-5 after picking up their first W. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Throwing Manning. Takes a hit as he fires. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Rolling right and going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pressure coming, trying to buy time. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Longhorns. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Making side adjustments here. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun to give, looking for room. Picks up the first down. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back, do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson one more time. Maybe some room here. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Here's Arch to throw. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Holds and fires complete to the right. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And the defense got him at the 27.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism, his speed, and his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. We'll start with the 1st down. Play action, here's Manning. Bringing the heat. Gets away to his left. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They'll move the wide receiver. Arch Madness. Here comes the heat. Finds his back in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the touchdown, Texans! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Finds his man. It's Robinson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On third down, here's Robinson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback will keep it. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here, thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Arch is going to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. At the 35, he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast.
He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Longhorns are rolling down the field.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs.
He's going for a big play downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Manning rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.